Really quick before this video starts, I just want to give a special thanks to Wargaming for actually giving me a sponsorship for this video and allowing me to provide you guys, if you use the link in the description to sign up and start playing World of Tanks for free today, to get a free Locust, which is actually a premium tier 2 in World of Tanks, as well as 600 gold, which is premium currency. And if you do that, on Friday I will be streaming World of Tanks at tier 2 all night, so you'll be free to join in and platoon with me. I'll be platooning with people from the stream all night, and you can just come have a blast. We'll have some fun. I recommend just give it a try. You might like it. So on to this special Battle of the Bands video. Thanks for watching and enjoy. Welcome to our first battle in today's Battle of the Bands theme. I'm out in my Primo Victoria, which I picked up thanks to one of the people on stream a couple weeks ago. I did figure out what happened with that stream. It turns out I had somehow left it as unlisted, which would explain why only like 4 people showed up. But we had a good stream, the 3 Musketeers and I, so shout out to those guys for hanging out with me for that time. So this battle, I was just out enjoying this tank as well as the tank that's following, the Pretty Fly, or the TL1 LPC, the Offspring tank as I call it. It was just a very fun. I was kind of going for the theme of this video, which is Battle of the Bands. And I gotta say, out of the two, it's tough to pick one. I think I prefer the TL1, but I do better in the Primo Victoria, so it's kind of a hard toss-up for me to make. I believe they both cost about the same. I picked up the Primo Victoria because I had a coupon for a purchase over whatever amount, which Wargaming gives you a lot of those. I gotta say, like, shout out to them for that. They just give you stuff. Like, I reinstalled my game because I wanted to move it to my C drive so that when it's more snappy and loads faster, because it's an SSD, and they're like, here, have this code that gives you a bunch of test drives and some premium time for like a bunch of premium vehicles to reinstall the game. It's like, I wanted to move the files, I couldn't figure it out, so I just reinstalled, and they're still giving me like discounts on premiums and stuff, so that was pretty funny. But back to the battle. So I had moved up into that position to hopefully catch anybody that was pushing across the river on this bridge, but then I saw the KV-5 moving up, and our team was kind of pushing forward, and their team was just holding back, so I said, you know what, I'll go for it, because worst comes to worst, I get hit on the bridge, I take a little bit of damage, and we get across. And it turned out to be very much worth it, because we come up around this corner, KV-5 shuts down the artillery, and it was... just look at these guys, they're completely oblivious. I come around, blow the track off the ELC, the Pantera gets splashed by our arty. The ELC wakes up. I don't think the Pantera even realizes we're here yet. No, he's just sitting oblivious. I bounce a shot from the Patton, which I love the turret armor on this tank. It is phenomenal if you get hull down. Like, obviously, you're gonna take hits, and you're gonna eventually die if you just sit around, but if you try to move and just bait shots into your turret, you can bounce a surprising amount of damage with this vehicle. And this Patton just keeps locking down my tracks, so I ended up throwing on my repair kit. You can actually hear this tank has a special commander voice of the lead singer of Sabaton, which it's based off of if you didn't already know. But we're just punishing this tank, and I see this T-49 running across, and I tried to blow his track off, because if I had been able to, he would have been locked there, but as you can see, the KV-5 gets him, and he doesn't get away. I still put 2 shots into him, but him getting away comes back to bite us later. But this game just progresses so fast, because we outflanked the majority of their team. Our team pushed up through the middle, and there was really nothing they could do to stop us there. It looks like their heavies went down the other flank, which is pretty typical, but now we've run into a KV-5, and the penetration on this gun is also very good at being British. So I just come around, I fluff that shot into the rock. I'm trying to go for that weak tumor on the front of the KV-5 where the radio operator sits. I tried to go for the tracking shot to keep him from backing off. I should have just put one in. Now looking back at it, oh, I'm still going for the tracking shot. I think I might have been trying to go for assistance damage, and that's why I did it. I'm not sure. But a lot of misplays on my part. I really should have been putting damaging hits into him here. I don't really know why I wasn't doing that. Man, I really just wanted to do tracking damage to this guy. I don't know. I mean, I guess it pays off because I do get some tracking there, but I really should have been putting that into that guy the whole time. I probably could have farmed most of his hit points. But at the end of the day, he's dead, I'm not. So now I push up because I figure we want to put pressure on the cap. I'm able to catch this artillery who is kind of sitting waiting. And I push forward to kill the artillery, which I do. But this was the biggest misplay I made this game because I sit in front of that T-49's high explosive. And he nearly one-shots me with a penetrating hit. He must have hit high explosive down into my weak top armor. And that nearly shut me down in this battle. And it changed the battle because I went from being basically full health to now I need to really be careful. Like you can see, I'm backing off because I know if that T-49 even splashes me with high explosive now, I'm probably gonna die. But he donks into the Panther and then tries to run back. I come around, snap a shot because obviously I'm trying to be careful there. And the T-49 and BK, their days are numbered. It's only a matter of time now until we shut them down. But that VK is quite well armored, and I don't believe I end up putting in any more further hits this game. I may snap one into the T-49, but I think he just gets away. Yeah, he gets shut down by my team. But a pretty good game. Pick up 4 kills, and I don't think I saved the end screens for this, but this was my ace tanker for this vehicle, and I did quite well. So let's get on to the next battle. And here we are on Highway. Alright, I still don't know the names of this. I haven't been playing World of Tanks enough recently to really learn everything yet. I'm getting there. But I am now in my Pretty Fly tank, or the TL1 LPC, or the Offspring tank, depending on what you want to call it. There's many names that this thing goes by, and I absolutely love the look of this tank. And the fact that you have the members of the Offspring as your crew members. These tanks are so cool, and there's something that you would never see in the other tank game, that being War Thunder, because, and I mean, they're going for more of a realistic aspect, but I mean, it's nice to just mess around a little bit, and I do like the cosmetics and stuff in this, and if you don't like this skin, you're able to turn it off, and you can even, in your settings, disable things that aren't historically accurate, so I see no issue with it. I know some people take issue to it, but personally, it doesn't bother me. It's just a game after all. So this game is not nearly as good as the last one, as much of a Seal Club, but I wanted to show this one because it goes along with the last one in terms of how the team plays. There's some very good teamwork that goes along during this battle, and it really made this game, which would have otherwise not really been that outstanding of a game, it actually turns into a pretty good match, even if I don't do the most damage on our team. So the enemy, oh gosh, I don't even know, Type 59, there we go. Thankfully the Lorraine died so I could see his name, has gotten up into that spot, and it's very unlikely he's going to get out of there. So I try to push up, I end up shutting him down. And that was pretty good because he had us outflanked, but at the same time, there were 3 of us, 1 of him. He was never going to survive up there. Unfortunately, he shut down all the rain. But now this Pantera, and this Pantera, if I remember right, was incredibly annoying. Because he kept being just out of reach. He's like that one apple that you really, really want to get, but it's just always too high. You just can't quite get it with whatever you're trying to pick it with. And now we've got this T-34, and this guy, I believe, is who ends up doing the most damage to me in this game. But, I'm trying to find shots on this Scorpion, I'm trying to find shots on the Pantera, but really nothing that I can shoot at. I kind of keep peeking out. You'll see I peek out on this corner. I'm trying to spot the Pantera so that our team could put in some supporting fire, and maybe our artillery can help. And now I'm trying to push up, still trying to find a shot. This tank does have good turret armor, or decent turret armor, so I kind of am thinking of pushing up towards the hill to put some fire on, and then I get splashed by the arty by being clicked from afar, so that was fun, but thankfully our arty also stuns them. So I'm still stunned here, which surprisingly I actually managed to get that shot in. I don't know if the stun wore off just fast enough, but then that T-34 comes up, and luckily I'm able to actually lock his track down, which seals his fate, and gets me, I believe, a little tiny bit of tracking, although I might not have gotten it. But then I'm able to push up and put some fire into the Pantera, and you can see this teamwork here between me, the 5100, and the T-54 is just fantastic. We were able to really put pressure on these guys, and we were able to just push them back and get through. So now I push up and I actually spot a Tiger 88 hiding, and I could have repped the track, probably should have, but nothing really bad came out of it. So I get stunned by the arty, bounce my shot off the Tiger, and now he just starts getting picked apart by these guys as we start pushing up again. Now I push up, find the shot into the lower plate, do some more damage, and then I also spot that Scorpion. Either I spotted him or the T-54 spotted him, doesn't matter. And then the Lorraine, once again, splashes me for damage and stuns me. That Lorraine really had a hard-on for me this entire game, I think. So now I'm kind of low on health. I don't really want to push the advantage, but the Scorpion ends up pushing up, makes a terrible misplay there, and gets hit. I think he was trying to find a shot in the 5100, wasn't aware the T-54 was on the hill, but I'm able to push up here, only track him. I wanted to go for I was trying to go for the hull, but he moved just enough. And now I see that he's on low health, and the 5100 is also on low health, so I just decide, you know what, screw it. If I die, I die. I'm just gonna go for it and try to shut this Scorpion down. So I'm actually able to find the shot. He was tunnel visioned on the 5100, and we shut him down, putting us at 3 kills. The 5100 is sitting at 1, and the T-54 is also at 1. So we've all been doing quite well this game, even if I don't have the most damage done. I believe I'm right around 2500 combined, which that's a decent game. But you can even say the AMX-50 complimenting us. It was just fantastic teamwork between us, and that's kind of what I wanted to highlight. It was just, to me, that was very well played by us. And now we've pushed up and trying to find the artillery. That stupid Lorraine who was splashing me the whole game. Now I wish I'd been able to get a shot off on him, but 5100 ends up getting him, which is fine. He is dead now, and I am not. And I made a misplay at the end of the game here. I was kind of getting greedy. I was like, you know, I'm trying to get a good game for this video. I really want to get up and get some more damage. And I was going to set up in some bushes or something up here, and I just ended up pushing way too far. But the AMX-50 and the T-54 put pressure on the cap. And I figured, oh, I'll sit here, wait for him to come out of the town to come back and reset the cap. And I should have. If I had sat there, I probably could have done exactly what I intended. But I pushed down the hill here, and I end up spotting the T-44, and I get myself into this position, and this is just it's a very, very poor decision. I don't have the gun depression to work that ridge, and I could have potentially been shot from the town because we had very much lost the town, and I would have 100% died here to this T-54 if it weren't for the fact that he tracked me and then proceeded to we won the game by capping. So unfortunately, oh no, I actually am. It did pay off in the end because I was able to get the T-44, but yeah, another decent game that just showcases some teamwork. So let me know. I'm gonna put a thing up in the top corner for this Battle of the Bands, and which vehicle do you think is better, or I guess which band, in this case, is the winner of this Battle of the Bands? Do you say the Offspring, or do you say Sabaton with the Primo Victoria? So let me know, and don't forget to use the link in the description to sign up for World of Tanks, so that on Friday you'll have the chance to join me while I stream. I'll be playing Tier 2 all night, and you can queue up with me with the Locust, and we'll have some fun. So give it a try. You might like it. It might be a nice alternative, something just to freshen up while War Thunder continues to do whatever they've been doing for the last, like, 6 months. So I'll catch you in the next one.